So come and hide with me.
Good afternoon, my friends. So I'm going to teach you guys a little something. It's changing without ruining the quality of your clothes. You know, if you find a pattern that you really like and you want to change the color of it or the shade of it, then this is the tutorial for you. You know, first of all, you need a new layer and put it down here. You know, let's say you found this color, right? Copy image. You find that color. And then you find the color you want. It's like, well, what if I want it red? Or dark red, you know? I'm going to show you guys something. So, first off, what you want to do, depending on, you know, if you're making, I might just make a skirt for this one actually, because I've been wanting to make a flannel, kind of a, you know, type style. Been kind of wanting to make a red plaid skirt, or, you know, wanted to make flannel skirts for the longest time. So, alright, we got this here. Now, oh, don't do that. Paste this. Alright, you might want to make it a little bit smaller, you know? Okay. A little differently. You know, alright. Now we're gonna use overlay. This is what I was on about. See? Now you got a red skirt. Alright, now the little bit of a harder part, you know, is to, you know, personally I just narrow it down. You know, use dark and white. That's all I do. I forgot the size of the shading I wanted to use. 13. I'm going to want to use this and this sort of end. You gotta be careful too. So my guys want to listen to my 2-4 tracks, you know, just know that half of them are kind of bloopers. You know, I have a SoundCloud, and if you guys want to listen to it, I think I'm going to link it down below. But if you're not a folk fan, you know, don't go through that. I like to make storytelling songs. Matter of fact, it's one of my passions, other than YouTube, is to make music. You know, for many years I've been writing music, and, you know, I haven't had the bravery to publish it, but now I do. You know, if you guys like storytelling music, folk music, you know, kind of a blues tone to it, then there's my music. It's on SoundCloud. But on to the design. You'll see that I'm kind of using an overlay white on the red, and it turns out to be a lighter red. Alright. You could kind of do this too. If you guys use the advanced template, you know, this would be more aligned, but I don't like to use that because I haven't really learned to use it efficiently yet. You know, my friends are pro at this, but honestly, I just prefer this because already it's integrated in my mind. Now, eventually I'll start using the advanced template. But for now, this is what I'm doing. You guys could speed me up too. You know, like the other videos I say, you could just speed me up. Just learn like that. You know, I don't mind. I'm not here to make money or make money off of time watched. I just like to help people out with their designs and give them tips and such. As long as, you know, you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. Don't worry about the unevenness, you know, it's just gonna add on to, like it's just gonna give it the wind effect. You know, it will look like it moves, or it moved a bit. You know, it's hard to explain, but you know, it's kind of like a little artistic thing I do. Lighten it up a bit. Might do it later on and see what it looks like. Well, I don't think I needed to do that. We could blur it. Hold on. Did I use overlay? Yes, I did. I'm just gonna not take that out. Alright, this is what happens if you guys don't use a pattern. Hold on, wrong pattern. Wrong layer. That's what happens. But it gives it that texture. And you could mess with the, you know, the brightness of it too. Doesn't really matter as long as, you know, it looks a little bit silky. Or, you know, you do this. For some reason, I think, alright, I know what I did wrong. You had to lower the opacity, my bad. Alright. Be careful. Yeah. Alright, now this will give it the effect of a skirt. Okay, so like usual, we're gonna go with gray. Gonna do something light. We're gonna use overlay on this too, don't worry. It's not gonna screw up your design. I don't mean for this video to be super long. I don't know if I want to make it, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Now you gotta erase the excess doings. Copy and paste from here. You could just do it. You could just do the entire thing on the next side. Oop. And this will be available in my group and in my home store. I'm just gonna have to update the home store again. And put this in here if, you know, the studio would let me, you know. My home store is going to be a little bit, you know, bare. It's going to be a little bit, you know, empty. But it's got a lot of stuff in there still. Alright, so you're going to want to kind of make this a little thicker. Make the little waistband. If it would let us. Oh, we forgot the... Okay, I know what I did wrong. do not, whatever you guys do not forget to hit, the button up here whenever you have something selected. I'm guilty of this all the time. And we're going to overlay once we're done erasing down here. Okay, now the bad part about this is that, you'll have to kind of erase 3 layers of it. Or you could, kind of go like this. Just be careful though. You could always go back and erase the extras. But Faithy, this is a little bit uneven. That's okay. Like I said, the effect. Just make sure you leave a little bit left. You leave a little bit so that you could play with the overlay. Okay, so we're gonna erase this. You have to go back and forth before these though. That's the only bad way of my technique, because then I kind of overshade here and there. We're just gonna do this quickly. You gotta leave a little bit for overlay though. That's the thing. Now if you delete past here, if you erase past here, then it's just gonna overlay with the transparency of it. See what I mean? Alright, so we're making sure we did okay. And make sure we don't erase too much either. Basically the same principles as, shading a skirt, only you have to be very careful with the overlay. Be very careful with the blurs. Then again, you just watch what I do. And you can come up with your own techniques. I'm just here to give you the, some tips in here and there. Once we're done doing all this, I probably erased too much there. Once we get done doing this and that, you guys will see. There we go. Hopefully Roblox doesn't block this out either. But there's nothing wrong with it, Not like, it's got too much, inappropriate shading going on. Make sure you double check. Let's go over it a little bit. And now you could just take your outline and just overlay. You don't really see it as much though. And I'm realizing now that the band is a little bit uneven. Because sometimes the band will get uneven, you know. Because my hand will shake. And I'll mess up something. Didn't really go over with it. This is why we go with normal first. You know, we don't really use overlay as much, you know, before we settle with the lining. Could go with overlay. You won't really see much though. Maybe I should just go with black. Overlay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go with black next. Just to give it that band look. Frock skirt. I think I'm just gonna blur this here too. Just be careful how much blur you use too. Now this is just the basis of it. You're gonna want to take off the extras here. Again. Or you could just flatten it, you know, no problem. File, save as. I'm gonna make sure buffalo check. That's what it's called. I didn't know that, to be honest. Make sure you use the PNG. And I'm going to make a new folder. Because I cleaned out my computer earlier. I don't know if I want to go with color code. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna do that later. Okay, that's what you do. You know, you have it saved as a PNG file. You could upload it, but you know, you're gonna want to take off the excess crud off it. You're gonna want to do this and that. You know, it doesn't really matter that you take out parts of the template as long as, you know, you get this sorted out and you save it. Just in case your computer crashes, you know. If your computer's prone to crash, then I would save it after every move. So. And I almost forgot about the noise. Add some noise. It's not bad. I feel like right here could have used a little bit more shading. I'm just gonna overlay. I'm gonna put some noise to this overlay too. Don't worry. Perhaps it's just fine as is. I'm just gonna do. Okay, it was already on overlay. Okay, we're good. Just want to use a little bit of this. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit of noise. Just a tiny bit of it. And we're good. Now we save. Which means that's the end of the video. Make sure after every time you add a layer and you add, you make a little fix after you flatten it, you save again as PNG. That automatically flattens it. So that's basically the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and have a lovely day.